while the prevailing press interests with an erroneous and slippery anecdote about President-elect Donald Trump, a great many U.S. tanks, protected vehicles and troops keep on pouring into Europe by the hour. The story set up together by a security organization having a place with a British ex-MI6 agent depicts Trump as a sexually degenerate extorted Russian two-field operator. An irritating report from the Foreign Intelligence Service, SVR, of the Russian Federation cautions of a plot by the U.S. profound state to kill President-elect Trump, accused the occurrence for Russia and after that permit President Obama to proceed and control under military law rule. From what does it mean? A really troubling and premonition Ministry of Defense, MOD, report circling in the Kremlin today expresses that yesterday's sudden enactment of many S-400 air safeguard frameworks to battle alarm status was because of President Putin accepting a grave cautioning from the Foreign Intelligence Service, SVR, expressing that profound state components inside the United States were planning to kill President-elect Donald Trump so as to shield him from taking force on 20th of January, and which the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, a while later will at that point fault on Russia and cause a war. Coinciding with the SVR cautioning that Russia was being set up by the CIA to be faulted when President-elect Trump is killed, this report notes, President Putin, in like manner, got an abnormal state insight instructions from previous German protection representative Willy Wimmer, who expressed that there is a system of protection against the President, Trump, will's identity in office on the 20th of January. And what's happening in Washington sounds like the start of a common war, along these lines making Putin issue this grave war range and a mod to terribly state. The SAM battle squads of the Moscow region aviation powers have put the new S-400 Triumph air resistance rocket framework into benefit, and have gone on battle obligation for the air safeguard of Moscow and the focal mechanical districts of Russia. Joining both the SVR and German protection representative Wimmer about how really grave and risky the circumstance in America has now turned into, this report proceeds, is the Pulitzer Prize-winning worldwide insight author and expert Glenn Greenwald, and who hours back distributed a terrifying article titled "The Deep State Goes to War with President-elect, Using Unverified Claims," as Democrats cheer, wherein he cautions that the American profound state is currently occupied with open fighting against the appropriately chosen and as of now generally hated President-elect, Donald Trump. With top German writer Dr. Udo Ulfkott having already cautioned that all the prevailing press composes under direct CIA weight. This report points of interest. This American Profound State Knowledge Association started their operation to kill President-elect Trump this week by their spilling to their promulgation standard phony news media a totally false record affirming that America's next pioneer was a Russian mannequin under the control of President Putin. Said to have been composed by a British ex-MI6 agent named Christopher Steele. This abominable and totally made-up manufacture against President-elect Trump, that was named as private. However, that the UK has never utilized as they name their mystery papers official. Mod specialists in this report express that this lie has, by and by, had its CIA-wanted impact upon the clueless American individuals, with a huge number of them trusting that these untruths are valid. As American Profound State Insight agents had, likewise, amid the 2016 U.S. presidential decision, looked for mystery warrants to keep an eye on President-elect Trump's crusade. This report proceeds with, his foes exclude the out-of-control comrade radicals supporting the Obama-Clinton administration, yet in addition those of his own Republican Party, most quite the George Soros-financed U.S. Senator John McCain, who piped this abhorrent mislead the knowledge authorities to start this death plot. Mod specialists in this report additionally take note of that President-elect Trump was even shockingly cautioned by top U.S. Democrat Party Senator Chuck Schumer that the CIA has approaches to strike back, however that Trump disregarded by calling these profound state plotters what they really are, much the same as German Nazis. With the CIA, nonetheless, having just meddled with and controlled the races in 81 countries as of now, and whose rundown of countries they've ousted being appropriately portrayed as enormous, this report noticed their abilities in killing President-elect Trump, pointing the finger at it on Russia, And after that, introducing President Obama to proceed and control under military law run would be nearly too difficult to accept, however, is definitely true. And as a great many U.S. tanks, shielded vehicles and troops keep flooding into Europe by the hour, this report finishes up. The mod has plainly cautioned these creatures that we translate this as a risk to us and as activities that jeopardize our interests and our security, and that upon President-elect being killed by these profound state plotters, Russia will be left with no decision yet to release hellfire on America so as to shield these sinister Western globalist elites from devastating our whole planet.